Guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bina Kerbuna. If this is your first time on my channel, you're welcome. Please subscribe before you leave, as I make videos about faith, travel, lifestyle, and just do events and random stuff. On this video, I'm just the most random person. Trust me, I technically have no niche, but that's by the way. Today I wanted to drop by and just tell somebody that it's okay to be a good boy or a good girl. It is okay. I know we live in a woke world where it's almost like you need to be involved in some form of crime or illicit behavior to be considered cool, but I'm here to encourage you to tell that it is okay to be good. It is okay to think about your future and make all of the right decisions now, because your future are the decisions you make today. There's one thing I saw like way back more than 10 years ago that still rings in my head till today. It said, don't enjoy your youth while destroying your future. So people say enjoy your youth, but then don't enjoy your youth at the expense of your future. Now, why am I making this video? I'm making this video because it stems from this put a finger down video that I did. I even uploaded it on YouTube. Put a finger down, secondary school edition, right? If you haven't seen the video, here is it.
Put a finger down, secondary school edition. Put a finger down if you ever cried while getting flogged. Put a finger down if you ever disrespected a senior and got away with it. Put a finger down if you ever wrote a list of noisemakers. Put a finger down if you ever had a crush on a teacher. Put a finger down if you ever stole someone's uniform or provisions. Put a finger down if you ever smuggled in contraband. Put a finger down if you ever got suspended. Put a finger down if you ever got flogged or punished in front of the whole school. Put a finger down if you were ever a prefect. Put a finger down if you ever hid in the dorm or toilet to stab a class or skip assembly. Put a finger down if you ever kissed in school. Put a finger down if you ever got an award or first position. Put a finger down if you ever cheated in a test or exam. Put a finger down if you were a wicked senior. Put a finger down if you were a stubborn junior.
So I made that video and I uploaded it on Instagram, and then if you go to the comment section on my Instagram, you see people telling me that, oh, I haven't lived, that I had a boring secondary school life, that it means that I did not go through secondary school, I did not this, I did not that, just because I did not do most of the things that were on that put a finger down. And I'm completely being honest, right? So when you come at me for anything, any content that I put out there, I think the bottom line thing that you should know is that I'm a born again Christian, and I gave my life to Christ at the age of 8. I got into secondary school at the age of 10, so I was already a Christian before I got into school. And every of my life decision that I make is stemmed from this fact. It stemmed from the fact that I'm a child of God. I am a born again Christian. So there's just no room for compromise. Also, coupled with the fact that I'm a born again Christian is the fact that I'm a very strong-willed person. I'm a very principled person. Even with just general life, it's hard to bend me, it's hard to make me compromise, right? It's also hard to make me say things your way. That's why I tend to argue a lot in life, because if when I was a child, I was just this kind of child that said, my auntie said, and because my auntie said, there's nothing you can tell me. You cannot tell me otherwise. If my auntie has said this, then that is what it is. Growing up now, I'm opening up a bit to new knowledge. I'm like, okay, let me hear what this person stands, and let me see. I might not shift my point of view, but let me just hear you out, right? So now I'm more open to the hearing people's side. Just okay, let me just hear what you have to say. But I don't give myself to that much knowledge as to make me change my ideologies in life. I hardly compromise. I hardly shift my principles. I hardly shift my stance. I'm a very dogmatic person. What I know is what I know. What I'm used to is what I'm used to. So it's hard for me to change. Or like even when I traveled abroad and came back, and my friends are like, you don't even change at all. You don't even like person go abroad. I'm like, what do I want me to change? What do I want me to change to? Because honestly, I don't know how else to behave. This is the only way I know how. I want to thank God for the confidence that He gave me, for the kind of personality that I have. So I'm a very confident person. I always have been very confident, very bold. So you cannot make me feel small. If you go to my comment section on Instagram, it's like people are trying to make me feel bad for being a good girl. It's too late. It's too late. I can't feel bad for making the right decisions. Every decision I've made in life as well has led me to this point. So I cannot feel bad for it. I honestly believe that I've lived a good life. And people feel like, oh, let me see, did not enjoy secondary school, let me see, did not enjoy your life, let me see, did not enjoy this and that. I have enjoyed this life. Have you seen me? My friends that know me that I'm the queen of vibes, I'm the queen of hype and cruise. I'm just pure love and light, honestly. I'm not the most quiet person. I'm not the most sane person, but In all that I do, I live by these two rules. If it's not a sin and it's not a crime. So if it's a sin and it's a crime, you will not find me doing it. But if it's not a sin and it's not a crime, I am the freest bird in the world. I'm such a liberal person that I'm so grateful that I gave my life to Christ at the age of 8. Because if I did not, then I would have tried every other thing out there. But that I did not try them and I panned out right, like, because I would like to believe that I panned out right, you know. I'm grateful to God for that, and nobody can make me feel bad for that. You can't make me feel bad for being a good girl. I am a good girl, and it's okay that I did not carry contraband to school. It's okay that I did not steal anybody's provision or uniform, because I didn't. It's okay that I was not a wicked senior. Honestly, I could care less as a senior. I just didn't have time for, I don't know, it didn't bother, nothing. I didn't have time for junior students, man. Everybody just living their lives. I don't like to subjugate people, because I don't like being subjugated to. I don't like, do what others want others to do unto you. It's the golden rule. I did not like being subjugated as a junior student. That's why I was stubborn. If you watch that video, you see I was a stubborn junior student. You can't make me do what I don't want to do, right? And I have that at the back of my mind, so I don't force people to do what they don't want to do. If I tell you to do something I don't want to do it, it's fine. Honestly, really, I cannot force you. If you want to do it, it's okay. If you don't want to do it, it's still okay. I don't like sending people, because I also believe if you want something done, you do it yourself. So I do most of my things myself. So when I send people and then they get it wrong, I get so mad. I'm like, I didn't even want to send you in the first place. I don't like sending people. So when I send people and then they don't get it right, it just annoys me, because it's like I took my time that I would have used to do this thing to go and send you, and now you've wasted my life. You've wasted a good 30 minutes of my life. So that's it. So I'm pretty much just here to tell somebody that it's okay to be a good girl. It's okay to make the best decisions now because of your future. It's okay not to drink, not to smoke. It's okay not to join the bandwagon of woke people. It's okay not to join the bandwagon of cool people. You're cool by yourself. Trust me, you're the best there ever is, the best there ever was, the best there would ever be. Honestly, you are good like that. As I'm like this, you can't tell me nothing. There's nothing anybody can tell me to make me feel bad, to make me feel small, there's nothing. My confidence level is high up there. If you like me, Dangote, and if you like me, Bill Gates, you can't make me feel bad. You can't make me feel small. Someone asked me a question some weeks ago that, how do you feel about your size and people trying to make you feel small? I'm like, they can't. I'm 5'2", I weigh less than 50 kg, but you cannot make me feel small. Like, everything that I lack for size, for physical size, I have for personality. There's nothing you can tell me. So I'm going to the max, extrovert to the max. There's really nothing you can say to me. So all of those backlash and comments I'm getting in that video, I'm like, but Leo, sorry, because I like to live that I enjoy my life. I'm one of the funnest people my classmates will tell you. My classmates are there now. They are on social media. Nobody will come and dispute that this is, except you're going to count bomb shots and colored clothes, because those are the things I took to school that were contraband. Aside that, I was not carrying any contraband. So the fact that I don't carry contraband means I did not enjoy secondary school. I mean, I don't get it. Or the fact that I did not steal somebody's provision, or the fact that I wasn't flogged in front of the school. I wasn't flogged in front of school because I wasn't doing anything illicit. I wasn't hiding from what's that in assembly or devotion. I don't get strength, honestly. I don't get strength. I'm not saying I went for every task, but assembly and stuff, I didn't have to hide for them. Sports, I went. Labor, I went. No, I will go, but don't like I will clear the grass. That's the truth. I will go for labor if you mark my portion and give me. If I clear the one I feel clear, I clear. If I don't feel clear, I finish and leave. If you punish me, you punish me. I mean, I don't feel like life is not that hard. If you give me something, if I need to show up, I will show up, right? If you give me something and I can do it, I'll do it. If I cannot do it, I'll do the one I can and leave the rest for God. No, heaven will not fall down because I did not finish clearing grass. I mean, heaven will not fall down because I did not feel like participating in sports that day. I will show up for the sports time, but if I don't want to participate, I most probably will not. Put a gun to my head, I will not do it. I was quite stubborn, so that's also something I'm kind of working on. I'm quite a stubborn person. I'm better than I used to be in secondary school though. So people say, now you're stubborn, you're so like, did you meet me 10 years ago? If you met me 10 years ago, you don't take this Bina. So this Bina now listens to people. She tries to get people's point of view and try to shift. This present Bina, because of adulting and growing up, I tried to okay, let me just do it for the greater good. 10 years ago, I would not do anything for no greater good. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. You can go and knock your head on the wall if you like. Help transformer if you make. I would not do it. You know, So I would like to believe that I have enjoyed this life, and because I travel a lot, I've had to travel, see people's point of view, get into people's head spaces. I like to have conversations with people, so I have learned a lot in life, and I really have lived. I've lived, right? I grew up in a very stable home with very stable parents. My siblings were all around me. I grew up with a lot of family members, a lot of love. I grew up with a lot of love and happiness, and just love and light. So I would like to believe that I've enjoyed this life. I've traveled to many places and beaches and just seen nature at its best. So I have enjoyed this life. I don't have to do all of the wrong things for people to believe that I've enjoyed my life. I have enjoyed my life, and I know it. You can't make me feel bad for being a good girl, okay? It's too late. It's a little too late for that. Thank you guys for watching. I hope I encourage you that is making these right decisions now. I hope I encourage you to stay the course, and that you're not the only one. We're plenty for these good parts. It might seem as though you're the only one, like Prophet Elijah, but you are not the only one. I promise you. We're plenty where they choose this good path and they choose this godly way of living. Just keep at it, keep pushing, and God, that is our strength. God, the God in us that helps us to do His good will see us through to the end. Until I see you in my next video, continue to remain in God and make all of those right decisions. God bless you.